Whew, I just had my turn down in the chamber.
Yeah, it's definitely come up.
And it is hot down in there.
Are you ready, Chief?
Whew. Oh man, it's hot.
Are you ready?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is going to be a very exciting day here at Triple R Farms. It is Monday, I think August the 11th. But today we're going to be moving the combine to try to combine some corn. And what I'm doing right now is I'm making a last little ride around the two farms, pulling some ears, and we're going to do the hand moisture checker. And we're going to see which farm has the driest corn, and whichever one does, that is where we're moving all the harvest equipment. And depending on the moisture, we're going to either be combining or we're just going to go out there and try it. But if the moisture is too high, then we'll just have to hold off. So let's get these things to the shop and we'll check them with the hand moisture checker, and then we'll know what we're doing today. So y'all come along and let's see what we can get done. Correction, it's August the 9th. Okay, here's the 4 ears. I got just 2 random ones from Tyler and 2 random ones from Lounsboro. So we'll shuck them, put them in here, and we'll see what the moisture is. $32. So at Lounsboro we got a 32 and a 29. Wow, that's still really high. Now I did grab these ears, you know, first thing in the morning, so that number probably will drop some, but corn does not drop a lot like soybeans later in the day. It doesn't fluctuate very much. Golly, that's high. We're looking for like 22 to 24 is what we're shooting for, somewhere close to that. Alright, this is at Tyler now. I got 2 from there, so we'll do the 30-acre field. We'll do it first. $31.9. Not looking good, guys. Alright, this is the last one. This is the second cob from Tyler.
What you doing, Daniel? Get the combine on the road. Don't you know this stuff is ready?
It's not.
You don't think? Did you test this morning already?
30% to 32.
It's toggable. I mean, at Lounsboro.
Yeah, this is Lounsboro and Tyler.
You got to cook the corn.
Not looking good today. Last one at Tyler. $28. That's the lowest one out of all four. Well, I don't know what to do now. We got to make a decision if we're even going to try it today, because these are really high numbers. I'll have to talk it over with Dad and see what he wants to do, but God, I was hoping they would be a lot lower than that. I hope they were going to be around 26%, you know, 27, 26, 25, and then I'd say we'd be ready to start, but whew, those are still too high. But we'll see what he says. What you see? It's high. Really? 32 at Lounsboro and a 31, 32 and a 31. Tyler was 29 and that was a 28.7.
Hot as it is. I mean, it's been hot this weekend.
You walk out in the field, those stalks are green as a gourd.
Holy cow, what do we do now all week?
It's that
Beltima.
that Beltima
Keeping it green.
keeping it green, keeping us from getting in the field, but it's doing its job.
Well, I thought about this well down here. I can't pump nothing. It's just so ridiculous. Water's up and it just won't go through it. Yeah, I can still stand on it.
Golly, look at that spider
Where?
on that wall.
He's just a little water strider.
Shoot. See that thing?
All kind of critters.
I think it's about as big as my hand. Holy cow. That is where you gotta go down in. Alright, here's what we got. We've got a pipe underneath that water right there. That's a creek that's feeding the Alabama River. The Alabama River's right there. And we've got a pipe where the water drains. When the level's up high enough, it comes into this. An encased well. And we got a pipe down there that's got a screen on it. Wire screen?
Stainless steel.
Stainless steel, whatever. And that's keeping trash out. Well, then that pipe goes underneath. Goes up here to another encased well. Man, this is snaky. Goodness. Oh gosh. I almost walked right into that. Okay, this is the second encased well, and this is actually the pumping station. This is the well head, and the water flows from that thing into there through that screen to a pipe into here, and then this well propeller sucks it up, turned by this motor with a drive shaft, and that's how we pump. And then it goes underground all the way across Highway 80 to all three of our pivots over there on that farm. But the problem is down there where Dad is that screen has gotten so choked up with dirt and just whatever's floated in through that pipe from the river, mud, sand, that anyway, not enough water can get through there to fulfill the PSI that we're trying to reach on actually pumping the water to the pivot. So we got a big problem. That pipe is somewhere right out there, and it's underneath that water, and that's how it's getting into that chamber up there. But that's the Alabama River. The water level's real low right now. It fluctuates a lot because we're real close to the dam. it'll be up here where I am later on today. You can see the bank, how high it gets. Well, this has turned into a pretty big project. I don't know if you understood exactly what we're doing, but we've actually got on the pipe, on the pumping side, after the well and all, we've got a hose that comes off the pipe, and we use it to fill up jugs and stuff to wet the well before we crank it up. But anyway, it's a lot of water pressure that comes out of that pipe and that hose, and so we can run that hose all the way down to that chamber, join it with another hose where it'll go way down in the bottom, and we think we can reduce it down to where we'll have enough water pressure where we can have a rod taped to it and kind of jug it and stir up all that sand and mud doing like that. And as the pump's running, it'll, you know, suck the small pieces, you know, it'll get through the screen and go through the pump and get on out of there. But that's the plan. So I got to find some hose, and I got to find a hose barb to join it, the two hoses, and a long, light as possible rod as I can find. And then I need to find PA to help us. I don't feel comfortable down there with me and Dad, just down there in that well.
I ain't underneath that diamond tread circle.
You can start right here and you're gonna hit something.
I think what we did made it worse, where it can't even get to that chamber.
Well, we got to take that lid off and look and see with it running. Now just flip it up on the side. It will not go in there. It's scary, you don't.
You thought you'd drop it. You drop it, we'd be in a mess. Oh my gosh, that's heavy.
It's supposed to be.
Huh?
It's supposed to be.
Why does it have to be that heavy?
A little kid to pick it up. Hey. Now. Oops. Oh, I see the pipe. See the pipe? That's the feed pipe. Ain't no water coming in it. That's where the water comes in from over there. Ain't nothing coming. That's telling me the well's okay.
Well, that didn't work, unfortunately. Now we got a big problem. The screen is really stopped up. So next step is, we've done this before. We've got a sump pump. You have to hook on a rope and let it down in there and let the sump pump try to suck all that sand and leaves and debris out. A lot slower process, but that's where we are right now. Now we can't get any water through that screen to actually irrigate. So now we are dead in the water. So we got to fix something. see them?
There you go.
See
One
'em?
on the outside. It's up past that boat. They're coming out of there.
They just won't leave me alone. Everywhere I go. Wasp. Whew, I just had my turn down in the chamber. And it is hot down in there.
Are you ready, Chief?
Whew. Oh man, it's hot.
Are you ready?
Spiders all down in there. I swear they're big as your hand. Some other stuff crawling around. Just waiting on a water moccasin to come out of that. We're running out of time. Water is filling up down there in that chamber, and it's almost to the platform PA is standing on. So probably gonna have to call it quits and pull him out of there. But the dam is releasing water, and you see it flowing out there real fast, and it's feeding back into this creek. The water is actually going backwards up the creek.
Listen. Listen.
Thunder?
It's music. Music. Oh, look at that board right there now. Today is weekday. Been in the well for 3 days.
Everybody's done some whale time today. Well guys, unfortunately we're at the end of the video. We're out of time. Long day. Did not know we were going to be working on that all day, but thought we were going to be combining, but that didn't work out. But that's okay. We'll get out there one of these days, hopefully this week. We're just going to keep checking it, and y'all will come along and y'all will be able to see what it is every day. But today we did something that needed to be done. We could not irrigate all weekend because of that issue down in that well with that screen being clogged up. So all that being down in that well, being hot, about to faint, tired, thirsty, ready to go home, but it was all worth it because we ended up getting this. But anyway, what's even funnier is y'all hear the thunder in the background. There's a giant thunderstorm right there, and it's in Selma right now. Hopefully headed this way, and hopefully it'll come across this whole valley and catch everything. We'll turn that pivot off with no trouble. That won't hurt our feelings at all to cut that pivot off. We'd rather have a thunderstorm any day. But that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind hitting that little thumbs up, means you like the video. If you haven't subscribed, hit the R Farms logo up here, and it'll let you subscribe. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. We got more videos coming out this week. Will we start combining corn? You'll have to stay tuned. See you guys. We're out.